I made coffee. It is 8:30. I'm bored. I think I'm going to watch the first Lord of the Rings. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna watch the first season of Rings of Power because I've already seen it, so it should be fun to watch again. No? Maybe. I'm extremely bored. I had an ADHD, what's it called? Like a fixation today? Maybe that's it. I cleaned out my entire car. I don't know how dirty you thought it was, but it was really, really dirty. I cleaned it out. I vacuumed it. I Windexed it. I'm sorry, Stephanie, you did what? Yeah, I Windexed my windows. I vacuumed it. I took out a stain that was on the passenger seat. Funny story. I was running late one morning and I had oatmeal and like those little like cups that you like pour hot water into, kind of like the ramen. Spoon in and it was ready to go with a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top, you know? And I put it in my cup holder and I throw my bag into my passenger seat. And you know that like little thing where like you know something happened as you turn, you hear it and you see it, but it doesn't really click until you like, oh no. That? Yeah, that. When I threw my purse into my passenger seat, it hit the spoon, which made oatmeal fly everywhere. It went everywhere. I'm not kidding. It went on the window, it went on the door, it went on the seat, it went on my bag, it went on the side of the seat, which I didn't even find until today, so it was all crusty and everything, so I had to literally chisel it out of the carpet. And yeah, it was in the cup holder, it was everywhere. And I was already running late. So what do? I curse, I grab napkins, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this! And I wipe it, and I drive away. I drive out of my garage. You know what the funny thing is that I'm on the 4th video, and the first one hasn't even loaded in and delivered to you yet. Oh my goodness, how out of order you're going to be watching these, if you're going to be watching them. Coffee kicked in. How unhinged can Stephanie get in the matter of 30 minutes? 30 seconds! 30 seconds. Or an hour, a minute, possibly a minute. I haven't talked to anybody all day. Funny thing, I went to Valvoline, or what I thought was Valvoline. Spoilers. I drove into Valvoline, and I'm just like, hi, with the most optimistic voice ever. And he's just like, are you here for an oil change? I said, yes, sir, I am. I have a coupon and everything. And he's like, okay, well, this is not Valvoline. What? Google sent me here. This is definitely Valvoline. He said, no, this is not Valvoline. Please get down off the couch. I did not invite you up here. Get down. He said, no, this is not Valvoline. This is something else. He said something else. He said, we serve you, like we sell Valvoline oil, but this is not Valvoline. I'm like, oh, where is one then? Because I Googled Valvoline and it sent me here. And he's like, oh, so do you know where blah, blah, blah is? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no. But it's not going to help this conversation along. So I said, yes, I do. I do exactly where that is. And he said, okay, cool. So if you go down here and go there, blah, 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 it's right next to a McDonald's on blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm like, thank you so much. Drove away. I'm like, I don't know what the frick he said. I have no idea what he's talking about. No idea what he's talking about at all. The what? So I typed in Valvoline and it said, oh, you are 0.3 miles away. I'm like, that's not Valvoline. It's not Valvoline, Google. Thank you so much. You're so useless to me. So I chose one that was all the way down, and it was right next to McDonald's. I'm like, ooh, this must be the one he's talking about, because it's next to a McDonald's. Because that was the only thing I heard from that conversation. And so I typed it in, and I went on a goose chase. I didn't even know where I was. I crossed over a street. I'm like, oh, I know where this is. And then I'm like, oh, I'm lost again. I have no idea. I thought I knew the roads here, but I do not know the roads here. Yeah, so just a bunch of back roads. And then I'm just like, all right, you know what? F this. I'm gonna go where I know is normal. So I went back to the main road with all the stoplights. I'm like, I know exactly where I am. No joke. I actually knew where I was. So I drove, and I drove, and I drove. Short story, I made it, and I got two very cool people to help me do my oil change, figure out what's wrong with my tires, put air in my tires for free, by the way. Put windshield fluid in. Oh, they were a blessing. You know, all that stuff is free anyway, so it was nice. $108 later, I am golden. So after that, I realized that I need to get some stuff, like not food related stuff, but Walmart's right there. So like, gonna go there for a minute. $82 later, I have no food. I have Dr. Pepper though, and I have some cherry Coke and some laundry detergent. 8 videos later, and you're still trying to receive the first one. I hate androids. Oh my god. Anyway, more coffee is needed because I'm not crazy enough. You know, one thing I didn't do today? Played Pokemon Go. I was everywhere today. I could have done it. Didn't slip through my brain. Maybe it'll slip through my brain tomorrow. You know, I was too focused on figuring out where the frick I was. That scared me, but it was just my dog's tail. Bye-bye.